Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Deltre, and we are back with some randomized Fire Emblem 8 action. It has been a long time. It's been... God, I don't even know how long, dude. It's been months. Months at the very least. But yes, we are finally here. Let's get this done, yeah? I don't want to have a bunch of unfinished playthroughs, you feel me? I'm starting to look like that villain from Jimmy Neutron, the dude that never finished anything. I don't want to be that guy. He's evil. I'm not evil. At least I don't think I'm evil. But here we are. So there's been a few changes since the last time because I did play through this map once before. We're actually doing Ephraim's route. The reason for that being, for whatever reason, I can't actually finish Erica's route. I've tried to do chapter 10, I believe, is the one I was on. Yeah. I was on chapter 10 for Erica's route, and I can't get it to work. Every time a reinforcement's gonna show up in the game, it just hangs. The game just freezes, and it essentially becomes unplayable. And there's nothing I've been able to work out that sort of mitigates that. I don't know how to fix it. I'm sure there is a way, but it would take a reasonable amount of time in order for me to sit down and troubleshoot that. And I just want to get this. I want to get this out there, basically. So I was saying there's been a few changes because I did play this chapter once before. And I was just plagued with black screens the entire way through. So we have Vanessa there. The only real thing with her is I gave her a body ring. We also had Fado, who I promoted. I'm not sure if I showed that or not, but just know that he's now promoted. He's a flying Falco Knight. Hopefully he can get rally speed. That's what I'm going for. Not that I'm necessarily sure he's gonna have time to get it. We'll see why in a second. Then we have Laracha, who I also promoted. She's amazing. Kanto Plus. Enough said, right? I'm hoping that she can do some stuff. Sayla is, of course, himself. Mulder I also promoted. Yeah, he's good. He's really good. That's all there really is to say about that. I also promoted Innes, and I also promoted Cormag. And you didn't get to see a lot of that because, again, I lost most of the footage. And I didn't have the raws for this chapter, so I couldn't just render it. So, yeah, I have to do it again from scratch. And we also got a new recruit. Where are you? It's Ford. Yeah, he's hot garbage. This is the mirror replacement. Sorry, bud. He's, you know, if he would have showed up earlier, he would have been really good, no doubt. But he starts as a level 1 Tarvos at the end of the game. What am I going to do with that? That's like, Mulder was a level 1 Tarvos at the prologue of the game. So, like, it's just not going to happen, man. Just not gonna happen. I'm sorry if Ford is your favorite character, but I can't afford to bring this guy at this point. I don't think there was anything else I really did. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else I really did. But that said, I am actually a little bit pressed for time today. It's actually my sister's birthday today, so I'm gonna be going hanging out with the family and whatnot. So this is, again, it's not gonna be as long as they usually are. I know, I'm fake. I'm a faker. I'm a fraud. No 1 hour plus episode today, I can guarantee you that, unfortunately. But we probably still gonna get through like 2 maps or so. So the thing is with this map, again, I'm having some weird issues where when reinforcements show up, it kind of screws things up. But after thinking on it a little bit, I can get around that. I can definitely get around that. And the way we're gonna do that is by Warp Staff Cheese. Oh yes, it is about that time. The thing is, at this point, I'm not really thinking that there's that much challenge left. That's the thing. Like, because you gotta figure, I have people like Marissa, and Marissa is just really, like, look at this. Look at this. She might actually be the most broken unit I have ever seen in any Fire Emblem game ever. Just this skill set in combination with these stats is just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. You also see we brought Ford and Cormag along for this, even, or not Ford, but Franz and Cormag along for this, even though they haven't really done too much. Franz hasn't done anything at all, in fact, but he has Smite, and that's going to be pretty helpful here in order to help me move around my characters a little bit. And you know, I just found out that, this is a little bit of a tangent here, I just found out that there was a hacking project that is essentially this. It's like a self-randomizing ROM, but it includes skills and all that other good stuff. I'm not sure if it includes a lot of the quality of life things or not, but I saw that and I'm like, damn, dude. Damn, if I would have just waited on that, if I would have just known that that was going to come out and be a thing, something tells me that this playthrough would have not been played with half as many problems. So I don't know if I should take that as a good thing. Like I thought about it. I thought about doing this before it became easily accessible. So I mean, in that sense, hey, maybe I'm a visionary, or maybe I'm just stupid because I could have just simply waited 2 to 3 months, and this whole thing would have gone a lot smoother. Something tells me. But in other Fire Emblem news, there wasn't any, right? I know a lot of people were really disappointed about that Nintendo Direct. I don't know, it is a little bit weird to me that nothing really came out about the new game yet, especially if it's supposed to come out in 2018. That seems a little bit strange to me. Maybe they're saving it for E3, which I don't know. I know Fire Emblem's been gaining a lot of popularity lately, but that just seems... It's just so weird to me that they wouldn't take the opportunity to shine a spotlight on it when there's not as much competition, you know? I mean, with great games like Sushi Slicer and whatnot, it just seems like that would have been a good time to introduce some Fire Emblem stuff. So no trailers, no new information. That is a little bit unfortunate. I'm a little bit disappointed on that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I really don't want them to rush it. I really just don't want them to rush things, you know? It seems like that was kind of a problem with Fates, where they had a lot of ideas. But they didn't have the necessary amount of time to fully capitalize on those ideas, and it really shows itself in a lot of ways, and I feel like that could be avoided if they would just simply take their time, you know? If they would just take their time with this one, I feel like there's not going to be a whole lot to worry about, and I can't really say I'm assuming anything, but I'm hoping that the fact that we haven't got any more news, again, especially if it's supposed to release in 2018, I'm thinking the fact that we haven't got any more news means that they are really taking a lot of the criticisms from the previous game to heart, or at least so I'm hoping. And if so, by the time they do have something to show, I'm thinking that it'll be pretty worthwhile. It should be pretty interesting, or at least, I don't know, I feel like I'm just kind of trying to rationalize this for myself, because really the only thing that I would say I need as an improvement over Fates would be the writing. The goddamn writing, dude. I mean, oh, do I even get into it? Everybody by this point, I think it's commonly agreed, even people who do like Fates, that the writing was just inexcusable in so many ways. In so many ways, the writing was just god-awful. God-awful. And I'm sorry if Fates is your favorite game, but that is the truth. The writing in that game is just unacceptable to me. So as long as they can improve on that, I don't think I'll personally have too much to complain about. But it's really unfortunate that they had a lot of cool, interesting ideas for characters, and then they just failed to follow through, like at all. And I'm probably gonna get crucified for this, but I think that if they would have had a more serious tone, do I even need to do anything on this turn with these guys? No, not really. No, not really at all. Okay. I haven't really been commentating on the gameplay at all. It's mostly self-explanatory. I'm going to warp Marissa into the boss room, and she is going to Marissa it up. Let's even turn on the animations for a little bit. God, I love this L feature. I love this L feature so much. Now, these guys do actually have Astra, and I get crit. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's not what we wanted. Let me finish that thought, though. So, this might seem like a really radical opinion, but I honestly think that a character like Perry could have been really awesome if they had handled it correctly. And before you get all mad, let me finish this thought. So here's Orson, by the way. I won't let you come between us, Monica, and I will live happily together forever. God, Orson's he's so freaky, dude. But yeah, I actually think, goodbye. Goodbye. I think that Perry could have been really cool, though, because she's like this mentally stunted character with a personality disorder, and she's got like all this crazy stuff going on. Like, she's really messed up, and if the game would have taken that seriously, imagine how much different that character would have been. And I mean, like, I'm kind of using her as an example because I understand that she's probably one of the most hated characters in the game, but imagine if instead of every dude trying to throw down with her being like, oh yeah, you kill your servants for fun, hey, that's pretty cool, hey, you want to make a baby? Instead of that, what if they actually acknowledged the gravity of the situation? What if Xander was like really conflicted about the fact that he's employing somebody who's so mentally unstable and like mentally deranged as one of his top retainers. It could be like this whole thing where it's for the, how should I put it? It could be like one of those situations where it's obviously really messed up, but he could be conflicted about it because it's for the greater good, or at least he feels that it's for the greater good to have her as his #1 vassal along with Laszlo or something like that. You know, just small things to make it seem like these characters actually acknowledge a situation like that. Oh yeah, let's definitely promote Evermere. And Erica, no, because that would be Mulder. And I think I've just somehow broken the game even further. Oh my god, what is going on? What is even going on? Okay, what did I do? Okay, so yeah, that was Chapter 16. I don't know if I even mentioned that or not, but there you go. Chapter 16, we are done. We get our 2 legendary weapons. We get the Sigmund and the Siglinde. Cool, cool. I can't actually use either of those to my knowledge, since we should... I wonder, is he going to become a hero or a ranger? I know I'm struggling to stay on topic here for a second. I'm trying to bust through this as fast as possible. Again, I have very limited time today. We could probably do one more. I don't want to try and do 3. Yeah, I really don't want to try and do 3. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What kind of things are you guys hoping for in Fire Emblem 16? Really, it's just the writing for me. And I'm not saying, to go back to the Barry example, I'm not saying that everything needs to be ultra serious, super, you know, grim dark all the time or anything like that. That would be ridiculous. You know, even a game like Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, those had plenty of comic relief moments. And I think that it would be a mistake to not include that sort of thing, especially if characters are going to have these deep backstories that are treated seriously. So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying no fun allowed. But if you're going to have a character... yeah, again, to go back to the same example, if you're going to have a character like Barry who's very, very mentally disturbed, you shouldn't make light of that, because then it undermines the whole point. Like, why even have a character like that is so deranged if you're not even going to capitalize on that and show the more serious side of a condition like that? You feel me? So for me, definitely story is the big thing I'm concerned about for Fire Emblem 16. I don't really think that the gameplay is going to be too much to worry about. I think through the last, I don't know, if we're going to say Conquest through Shadows of Valentia, which is really only 2 games, I guess, but the last 2 games, we don't talk about Birthright, we don't talk about Revelation. You know, they've had pretty good gameplay. Even going back to like New Mystery, Shadow Dragon, the gameplay in those are pretty good. Awakening, pretty newbie friendly, I would say, but as long as they can strike some sort of balance between integrating newer players as well as catering to some of the more experienced players, I think that the gameplay is going to be fine. I really do. I don't see too much of a problem with that. And honestly, let's see this map. So we have a new character here. Who's this going to be? It's Ducel. Ducel the Valkyrie. Alright, alright. I really wish I would have got him earlier because I really like Ducel. He's a really cool guy. He has Spur Speed, Kanto, and Demoiselle. Is there something you're not telling me there, Ducel? What's going on? And the bot... It's still just Leon? Okay. That's whatever. He doesn't look too scary, honestly. He doesn't look too scary at all. Okay. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I was afraid of. There's always that point in Fire Emblem where you get your characters so strong that there's really nothing that can stand in your way. And since this is a defeat boss map, I mean, yeah, this is probably going to be 2 really short ones. So, sorry about that. You know, if this were like a full-length thing, I could probably damn near beat the game today. I don't have the time. We got to keep things moving. So I think what we need to do... Who would be the best for this? Probably Sayla. Sayla the Broken. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Sayla the Broken. Yeah, honestly, we should be good to go here. Yeah, we're pretty much fine. So this is going to be another really, really short one because I already see exactly how I'm going to do this. We're going to have Marissa be a fairy bot for a little bit because I don't... just using Marissa all the time just seems wrong in a way. I can't wrap my head around how good she actually is. And it's like... If eventually I just don't know what to say about her, you know? I don't know if I should be hyping her up or if I should pull out my camera phone and yell World Star every time she gets into a fight, because this girl is just so goddamn broken. She's so broken. So these heroes, they're not going to be able to do anything. Like, nothing is going to happen this map. I'm sorry to say, but this map is actually over. So we're going to grab Ducel. Man, it does suck that he's such a late joiner, but his skill is pretty cool. Spur speed, that means that I didn't even have to train Fado. Actually, Fado gets rally speed, this guy gets spur speed, so that could be like +8 speed if I play my cards right. Yeah. By the way, if anybody's worried about, oh man, this game's gonna be too easy from here on in, I thought Marissa was Vanessa. Marissa's not Vanessa. Who's Vanessa? Oh god, who was Vanessa? Oh. Cyrena said, was Vanessa Vanessa? No, Vanessa wasn't Vanessa. Who was Vanessa? Aw, oh, crap. I can't remember who Vanessa was. I thought it was... Oh, it was Cormac. It was Cormac, wasn't it? Yeah, hold up. We still want to recruit Cyrene. Or Ducel, I guess, in this case. Oh, it comes with Aura and an unlock staff. Actually, if I just beat the map, do I get him? We're going to find out real quick. We're going to find out real quick, because we are going to warp your boy Sailor right on over. And this is probably GG. I mean, he has like an 80% crit rate, guys. He's so broken. You can see that Fire Emblem 8 was not at all balanced around the idea of skills. Which leads me to the thought that I failed to finish. I don't know, I'm just got a little bit scatterbrained today. Sorry, I do apologize. But I do plan on touching up like the last chapter at the very least. Maybe the last 2 chapters or something like that. I just didn't have time to sit down and do it, honestly. But fear not, the game is not going to be completely over. Now all I need here is just 1 critical hit. Come on, Salem. And we do get to hear Leon's badass theme, which is pretty cool. I really like this boss theme. It's amazing, honestly. There we go. Goodbye. GG. It has been a lot of fun. Really, it has. But Sayla is still the GOAT. Yeah, well, I definitely do need to go back and look at these maps maybe a little bit. See, I don't necessarily like doing that, though, because it feels like maybe it's a little bit isolating for people who don't know how to do this or just want to see what the game would be like randomized, for lack of a better word. But, I mean, I can do this all day. I have 2 Hermern staffs in the back. I have plenty of people who can use the warp staff. All kinds of broken skills to throw around. I don't know. Don't you think it would be more fun to see how far you can push it? Or that's how I feel. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I always love a good challenge. I really do. So seeing that the end game is a little bit lacking right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit disappointing. Especially when you got the Vidofner for Marissa and the Nidhogg for Sayla. So it's like, what can they do at this point? And we get the rescue staff. All I really want to know here is if Cyrene auto-recruits. If not, I'm gonna have to find out who Vanessa is. Real quick. Yeah, he does. Ducel auto-recruits, so you don't even have to talk to him to get him, so that's pretty cool. You know, his growth rates, they're good. Again, it's one of those situations where if he would have showed up earlier, he would have been good, more likely than not. But sadly, he has no use at this point. What are his weapon ranks, by the way? A in light, D in staff, so not even that great. But if you're playing the normal game, don't sell him short. Don't sell Ducel. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me see how long it's been. Let me see how long it's been. Okay, I am really sorry, guys. I know it's only been like 20 minutes, but I just realized what time it was. I'm just about out of time. I gotta start getting ready. So I do apologize for the shorter part. And as a show of good faith, next time we're gonna be doing this chapter, chapter 19, and I will attempt to do chapter 20 as well. Provided it doesn't end up as like 2 hours or something like that. But yes, I'm going to try to go on a little bit longer for the next one. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the time today. I do apologize yet again. I've also just realized that Colm promoted into an Ephraim Lord. Not sure if that was supposed to happen, or if that just happened because I used the item. He can also use swords. Interesting. Interesting. Well, that's a fun little glitch. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this short little part. And if you did, feel free to leave a like and or a comment. Again, we're going to be back next time with an extra long part, get all the way up to the final map most likely. And until then, I will catch you guys later.